Hi, I'm Natasha and thank you for tuning in to Noir Histoire. The subject of today's Black History Short is the Clotilda and Africatown. The events take place beginning in 1860. It's a notable event and place. The location is Africatown, also known as Plateau, Alabama, which is near Mobile, Alabama. In 1808, the United States federal government officially banned the importation of enslaved people and made breaking the law punishable by hanging. But a bet between a steamboat owner and his passengers over whether or not enslaved people could still be smuggled into the country successfully resulted in the 1860 transatlantic voyage of the Clotilda. The Clotilda journeyed from America to Ouidah, a coastal city in what is now the country of Benin in Africa. In addition to supplies and provisions, the crew traveled with $9,000 in gold, which is $185,000 in today's money, for the purchase of enslaved people. The ship's return voyage to America with 110 poorly fed African captives on board took 45 days. To avoid detection, the ship was tugged up the Mobile River after nightfall, and the Africans were transferred to another ship, where 60 were kept by the owner of the boat, and the others were distributed to other slave owners. These unfortunate people were the last slaves to be brought to America from Africa in the transatlantic slave trade. The Clotilda was then set on fire and sunk to hide what had taken place, but eventually the ship's owner and his partners were federally prosecuted but not convicted due to lack of evidence. Following emancipation, the former captives of the Clotilda found themselves free but unable to arrange for their return to Ouidah. Instead, they returned to the area along the Mobile River near where they first landed. The group purchased land to start their own community and over time amassed about 6,000 acres, which came to be known as Africatown. Having been only recently brought from Africa, they still remembered their languages, culture, and traditions and were able to continue and preserve them. One of the last survivors of the Clotilda, Cujo Lewis, shared his experience with Zora Neale Hurston, who included the story in her book Barracoon. In more recent years, Africatown has somewhat fallen on hard times. Some residents had to move to other areas for work, which reduced the town's population and resulted in some properties being left vacant and fallen into disrepair. On May 22, 2019, a shipwreck was found in the Mobile River, which was confirmed to be that of the Clotilda. Thanks again for tuning in. Please take a minute to give a thumbs up, 5-star rating, or leave a review if you enjoyed this Black History Short. I hope you subscribe and return to get motivated, get inspired, and get stories of Black history made and in the making. Until next time, take care.